something that sort of didn't exactly agree with that. I won't get into those details, but it led to this question. Animal-based protein, which was my background, did not look to be as good as it was touted to be. So we organized a study. And so we started looking into this question. Is protein as good as what we think it is, as I had thought it was? Here's one little display of some information among hundreds of things like this. Cancer, we all tend to agree, starts with a gene being mutated. Okay? It's happening more or less all the time in some of our cells. So it starts with a gene mutation, normal cell to a cancer cell. And so as a result of it starting with a gene, if we have cancer genes, we're going to get cancer, right? That leads to sort of some suggestions we should get analyzed for genetic background and this and that. But it's not, cancer is not, in my view, a genetic disease, even though that's the most highly touted maxim, if you will, of the cancer industry. Here's what happens. This is an experimental animal study that we used in much of my career early on. We start with a mutated gene, and we follow the progression of the early cancer over the first 12 weeks. If we fed lower levels of protein, 5%, remember I said the 8 to 10% is fine, it's good enough? So if we start with 5%, and we feed the animals who have the mutated gene, the 5% protein, we get no cancer. If we feed them, on the other hand, the higher levels of protein, 20%, we get lots of cancer. So here's a striking difference between 5 and 20%. But then we went to the next question. I wanted to know whether or not, what would happen if we just switched the diet back and forth between 5% and 20%? So starting with 20%,